So, I got this book, A Dog's Journey. Go get it. Okay. Here's the price tag. It was basically $9.99, or maybe $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and it's a very long book, and it's just my favorite book I got today, and I am gonna show you guys what I'm gonna read to you today. Okay. Now you're just gonna write right here, or maybe I'll take you with me. Come on, let's go. I'm also taking this book because I also have it. Okay, let's go.
Sit.
Girl.
I should be staring at you.
Miss Shaw B, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. Mom, where's the rabbit story? No. The rabbit story that I got from Dollar Tree.
It was up here.
Yeah, but where is it now? I need to look for it. Okay, so first it was sat over at the table, and it's not over there anymore. So, I can show you guys. I'm telling full proof. So, here's the whole entire table my mom's working on a craft. So, if you guys saw what a craft is, she's actually so basically she's probably making that one for me, because I don't really want to do it. But she drew the cross. So. Yep. She needs a few more pieces, so it'll be done in just a minute. I actually need to go look for my things, so let's go.
Look on the couch right now.
Otete. You know, I said Otete. Why did I say Otete? But I literally say that because it's a sign of okay. So.
Can I see that blanket you just held up? That blanket? All done.
We should go over there now. We should go over there. Get up, yeah.
Here you go.
Get in the darkness. Look at my mom's craft. What do you guys think?
It's beautiful. Mom is such a good crafter.
Yeah, she is. Mom, I'm trying to make a video. Where is that book? Oh, I see it now. Always remember where your books are, because I always forget and I have to look for stuff. Okay. So, Mom, I'm trying to make something. Okay, we're gonna read the Tale of Peter Rabbit. So, let's go on. Based on the original art and story by Rex Potter. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Now, my dears, said old Miss Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Miss McGregor. So, Peter's dad, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter, their dad got killed in Mr. Gregor's garden. And there was an accident, and Mrs. McGregor was put their dad into a soup pie in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. So we're gonna read over here. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna read still. Okay. Bubba. No. Okay. Bubba. Stop. 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 Give me. Give me. Give me. Okay. Now run along and don't get into Mrs. Chef. I am going out. Okay. Somebody is going out, so I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna come in here where there's more light because the window is open, but it's not really light in here. So I'm gonna turn the light on. Is that better? Little, kinda, a lot. I don't know. But I'm still going to read this story.
Put it on mute, you can read words.
So, now run along and don't get into Mrs. Chef. I am going to... Then old Miss Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella and went through the woods to the baker's.
No.
She bought a loaf of brown bread and 5 currant buns. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was a very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden. No. And squeezed under the gate. Peter,
I gave him the paper.
you're making a bad choice. First, he ate some lettuce and French beans. And then he ate some radishes. And then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. But round the end of a cucumber frame, whom should he meet? Mr. McGregor! Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees, planting out young cabbages. But he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages and the other shoe among the potatoes. Peter, you should listen to your mom. After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster so that I think he might have got away altogether. if he had not unfortunately run into a gooseberry net and got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. Peter gave himself for lost, shed big tears, but his sobs were overhead by some friendly sparrows who flew to him in great excitement and implored him to exert himself. Lexi, why did you turn off the TV? Oh.
I was
Mr. McGregor
a
came up
77 in
a seat,
biology.
which he intended to pop
76
upon
in,
the top of
89 in
Peter.
philosophy,
But
and a
Peter
98.
wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind him, and rushed into the toast and jumped into a can. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it had not had so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the toolist, perhaps hidden underneath a flower pot. He began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. Presently, Peter sneezed. Cornies! Shoo! Mr. McGregor was after him in no time, and he tried to put his foot upon Peter. He jumped out of the window, upsetting 3 plants. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor, and he was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work.
You better stop. You know the only episode I ever remember from SVU is when Noah gets lost.
Peter
in the
sat
mall.
down
You know
to
what I'm talking
rest. He was
about?
out
Well,
of
wasn't
breath
actually lost in
and
the
trembling with fright, and he had not the least idea which way to go.
paternal.
Also, he was very from sitting down that can. After a time, he began to wonder about going lippity, not very fast. And he looked all around. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath.
Said, Mama, weird.
An old mouse was running in and out under the stone doorstep, carrying peas and beans to her family in the woods. Peter asked her the way to the gate, but she had such a large pea in her mouth that she could not answer. She only shook her head at him. Peter began to cry. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. Presently, he came to a pond and Mr. McGregor filled with water cans. I don't know what he's gonna do if he sees Mr. McGregor. Okay. With the white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very, very still. But now and then the tip of her tail twitched as if it were alive. Peter thought it was best to go away without speaking to her. He had heard about cats from his cousin being Benjamin Bunny. He went back toward the toolist, but suddenly, quite close to him, he heard a noise of a phone. Scritch, scratch, scritch, scratch, scritch. Peter scratched underneath the bushes, but presently, as nothing happened, came out and climbed upon a wheelbarrow and peeped over. The first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor homing onions. His back was turned toward Peter, and beyond him was the gate. I don't know if he's gonna go in the garden or not, because he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be going there. He shouldn't. Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could. Go along a straight walk behind some black currant bushes. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner of Mr. McGregor. Peter did not care. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the woods outside the garden. Mr. McGregor hung up a little jacket in the shoes for a scarecrow to frighten the blackbird. Peter never stopped running or looked behind him till he got home to the big fir tree. He was so tired that he flopped down upon the nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. Mother was busy cooking. She wondered that he had done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost a fortnight. I'm sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea, and she gave a dose of it to Peter, 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. He's making the right choice now. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk and blackberries for supper. The end. Why I picked this book is because I went to Dollar Tree and it was actually like really cute, and my mom saw it. So I was like, yeah, let's get that for Easter. So I'm like, now I'm gonna read it for Easter. So I wanted to show you guys, and yeah.